In today's video, we're going to be talking about TikTok Shop dropshipping and some of the best suppliers that you can use for your TikTok Shop dropshipping store. Now, TikTok Shop has grown a lot. Ever since they first got started, it has been absolutely exploding. There's more users on it now, there's more shoppers, and there's more sellers than there ever has been. Now, the good thing about TikTok Shop is that it's still pretty undersaturated. There's not a lot of people that are dropshipping on there, and there's not a lot of people, or practically any right now, that are dropshipping the correct way using automation. Now, we'll talk a little bit about that later on, but let's talk a little bit about the different types of suppliers that we need to work with, or the ones that we need to look for when we're trying to dropship on TikTok Shop. Now, what are a few different things that we need to keep in mind when we're choosing our suppliers? Well, for one of the most important things is going to be the products criteria for TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop has been cracking down a lot on the types of products that you can sell on there. Now, you can still sell practically anything, but when you're dropshipping, there's going to be a few categories of products that are going to require a little bit of extra documentation. So some of these are going to include things like a few types of beauty products, certain types of medical equipment, electronics, and a few others. These are going to require a little bit of extra documentation. Now, some of these, you're going to easily be able to reach out to your supplier and ask them for these documents so you can submit them to TikTok Shop so you can get approved to be able to sell these products. Now, that's not always going to be the case. So because of that, we need to make sure that we have suppliers that we work with that ship a variety of different items. So when it comes to TikTok Shop, while we can niche down, it's going to be a better idea to sell a little bit of everything. Now, me personally, a few weeks ago, I started adding a few more products to my TikTok Shop, and I accidentally forgot to change the pricing. So they weren't priced correctly. They were all priced practically at the same price that the suppliers were offering them at, except with, I think, a default 10% markup. Now, I wasn't fully aware that people actually shop through TikTok Shop without going through the different types of videos. So far, I've gotten about 5 different orders on products that I have made no videos on. So that alone to me is proof that people are shopping on TikTok Shop without even having to go through different videos or even scrolling through their feed. People are going to the TikTok Shop and they're just seeing what they find. They're looking through the different types of products, the different sellers, and if something catches their eye, well, they're making a purchase. Now, the reason that I'm telling you this is because the types of products that I sold have absolutely nothing to do with each other. One of them was a wallet, the other one was a dog collar, and a few other products that, again, have nothing to do with each other. So like I said earlier, if you want, you can niche down, especially if the content that you're making is going to be geared towards specific customer types or a specific category of people, but by no means is it necessary. You're going to be able to open up, I guess, a somewhat of a general store and sell a little bit of everything. See what works for you. Maybe you can start to niche down after you find what your niche is. Now, going back to the different types of categories for TikTok Shop products that you can sell and not sell, or that you need approval for, I have an entire list that's available to you for completely free, and that's going to be included in our cheat sheet. Now, as always, we have an easy to reference cheat sheet with everything that I'm talking about in today's video. If you want access to that, just go ahead and drop a comment with the hashtag TikTok Shop and let me know what your takeaways from this video. Once I see that you went ahead and did that, I'll reply back with a link to the sheet. Now, in that list, I'm going to have all of these different categories laid out for you in a very easy to reference manner. So that way you can easily see which ones are going to work for you or which ones you might just want to pass on for now. Now, the next thing that you need to take into consideration when it comes to choosing your suppliers is going to be the shipping. So TikTok has their own shipping requirements that are pretty unique compared to some of the other platforms. For one, they require you to ship your products within 2 business days. Now, this is a pretty short time frame, so this is already going to rule out a lot of different suppliers that we typically work with, because most of the times, some suppliers might not ship out within 2 days. Sometimes they might ship out within 3. Sometimes they might ship out within 4 or 5 business days. This is going to vary, and again, this is going to be very dependent on your suppliers. But if you're dropshipping on TikTok Shop, you need to make sure that your suppliers are shipping out their products quickly. Also, another thing that you need to make sure with your suppliers is going to be that the shipping methods that they offer are not anything that's international. TikTok Shop only allows for US-based dropshipping. So your best bet in this case is going to be suppliers that work with UPS, USPS, DHL, FedEx, and pretty much any other service that can give you a US-based tracking number. Now, not only do they put a cap on you in terms of how fast the products need to be shipped, but also how fast they need to be delivered. So TikTok Shop requires your products to be delivered within 11 business days. Now, this again is going to cut down some of the different suppliers that we work with, because some of them, they're shipping from China, and that's going to take about 2 weeks, sometimes maybe 3, even though whenever we see 3 weeks, we of course want to say, stop, we're not going to work with you. We need something faster than that. But, you know, things happen every once in a while. So you need to make sure that the suppliers that you're working with have not only fast shipping, but also fast delivery speeds. So up to 2 days for shipping and up to 11 days for delivery. Additionally, another thing that's very important is going to be the shipping and return policies. You need to make sure that your suppliers actually offer or accept returns or exchanges. Now, I know this might be pretty obvious, but there's a lot of suppliers out there that don't accept refunds. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Now, TikTok Shop does require you to be able to offer refunds to your customers. They allow your customers to do an after sale request, which is what they call refunds and exchanges. They allow their customers to do that up to 30 days after their order was placed. So they can even request a refund when the order is in transit if they wish to. Now, typically speaking, the buyer is going to be the one that covers the shipping costs for the refund, but this can obviously change depending on your agreement with them or your agreement with the supplier. It's really going to be dependent on you and how your policies work. But remember, TikTok Shop is going to require you to offer returns and exchanges up to 30 days. So if your supplier doesn't have a return policy, then you might be stuck with some products that you're going to end up keeping. So again, make sure that your suppliers allow for exchanges and returns, so that way you can avoid any dead stock. Now, TikTok Shop has this thing called SPS, or Shop Performance Score. And this is going to vary based on how well you ship your products and just overall how well your store is doing. So if your store is getting bad reviews, if it's getting late shipments, if you're sending out products late, then your score, it's going to drop. And this is going to deter customers from actually making a purchase from you or from TikTok overall promoting your products. Now, if you have a low score for long enough, your store can even be shut down. So because of this, that's another reason why we need to choose suppliers that will make sure that our products ship out on time. Now, there's a lot of benefits to actually keeping up a high performance score, and a few of them is going to be different types of incentives and different types of rewards. So TikTok Shop is going to reward you for doing things the way that you need to. They're going to give you access to different types of rewards that sometimes are going to be pretty easy to get. A lot of the times, the criteria to meet for these rewards is going to be things like posting a certain amount of videos throughout the week, or posting a certain amount of videos with tagged products throughout the week. TikTok is going to send you notifications for things like this every once in a while. I've been getting them maybe 2 or 3 times every week. So always watch out for that. And again, make sure that you have good shipping with your suppliers so you can qualify for these kinds of things. At the end of the day, it's a little bit of extra money in your pocket. All right, so finally, we're getting to the juicy part of the video, and that's going to be the best suppliers to work with. So I'm going to be giving you 5 different suppliers that you can work with the first one being the AutoDS private suppliers and marketplace. Now, to gain access to this, you are going to need to have an account with AutoDS, and if you're not signed up just yet, you can get started right now for just $1 for the next 2 weeks. And really fast, if you do want a full-on walkthrough that takes you through absolutely everything that you need to know from A to Z on how to get started dropshipping on TikTok Shop with full automation, just check out this video right here. In it, Laurent explains absolutely everything that you need to know and makes it very easy to understand. Now, AutoDS makes it very easy to find products that ship out quickly, products that meet the demands for TikTok Shop, so that way you can keep increasing your performance score. Now, the easiest way to do this is going to be to simply click on fast shipping. So right now we're over at the marketplace, and this is just overall all of the different suppliers that we work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over the supplier over here to AutoDS suppliers, and then we're going to click on fast shipping. This is always going to give us the quickest shipping products that are going to ship within the allotted time that TikTok Shop gives us. Now, as you can see, this one ships between 4 to 6 business days. The shipping time for this one is again 4 to 6 business days. And for the most part, that's what you're going to start seeing at the very beginning, with the times starting to increase a little bit later down. Now, pretty much right now, everything is at 4 to 6, so it works. Now, I know you might be thinking, but 4 to 6 business days is already too much for the shipping. Well, it's actually not, because it's not 4 to 6 business days for the product to actually ship. It's 4 to 6 business days for your customer to receive the product. So the products are going to be shipping out on time, again, within the 2 business days. Now, if we click into one of them, like let's say this one right here, I mean, this one's pretty obvious that it is shipping from the US because it says it right in the thumbnail, US seller, fast shipping from the USA, but not all of these are going to say this. So to make sure that it is shipping from the US, you can just click into it and you'll see here, it's going to tell you ships from, and it's going to give you the option for US, or sometimes it's also going to give you the option for China. Now, obviously, we're going to click on US and stick to that one. Besides that though, you also have a few other options to choose from. So we can go to the handpicked products section, and here you're going to find all of the different products that are actually legitimately handpicked. Products that are picked out by expert dropshippers with a specific criteria in mind. Now, on top of that, these products have also been trending in the last month or so. So these are trending products that are currently best sellers. Now, once we click into this, We can either check out some of the different niches that we have available to us, or we can simply go to sort by and do shipping time fast to slow. So that way we see the fastest shipping products. Now from here, we can go ahead and choose some of these different ones. Like let's go ahead and look at this travel pillow, which as you can see is actually already imported into my TikTok shop. But here we can see that 8 business days to the United States. But it's shipping from China. So I actually have to take this one off. I didn't realize that. But then we can look at this one over here. So this one is a crossbody bag. Now, as you can see, it also ships from China, but there's also an option to ship from the US. Now, another category of product that is very popular on TikTok shop is going to be print on demand products. So of course, there's going to be tons of different products within this niche or within this business model, I guess you can say, because it is a little bit different than dropshipping. But when you're subscribed to AutoDS, you also have access to prints on demand. Now, this is really cool because you have 2 platforms in one. You're able to offer dropshipping products, but not only that, you're also able to offer different types of customized t-shirts, maybe sweaters, baby onesies, custom printed products for the house, different types of custom printed accessories, tumblers. Tumblers are huge. Phone cases, towels, hats. The options for this are endless. And the best part is that you can customize every single one of these, literally giving you an endless amount of possibilities. Now, these products also ship within the allotted time that TikTok Shop gives you. So all of these are going to be shipping in the US to the US. Unless you click on up here where it says printed in EU, which in this case, it's going to be for Europe. Now, the next supplier that you can go with is going to be Amazon. Now, Amazon is going to have hands down the fastest shipping pretty much anywhere because of Amazon Prime. So because of this, you are going to be able to offer your customers their 2-day shipping without any issues. Now, when it comes to Amazon, you can literally find absolutely any product on here. But my suggestion, go to the all section over here or the all menu and click on new releases, best sellers, and movers and shakers. Just as a quick example, let's go to new releases. And here we're going to find all of the different products that have recently released that could potentially have a lot of potential. A lot of the products on here haven't necessarily been tested just yet, and some of them are even brand new to the market. So it might be very well jumping in here and seeing what sells or seeing what can catch your eye. Now, one that already caught my eye right now is going to be this Halloween pillow cover. This is actually pretty cool because you can see that it has like a 3D texture to it. This is something that's a little bit different compared to your traditional regular printed products. So something like this could do very good. Besides that, if we scroll down, we can find a few extra products. Like look at these over here. Here we have a few different types of t-shirts or sweaters, different types of tops, which we can also import into our shop. Now, when it comes to Amazon, they give you Amazon tracking numbers, especially with Amazon Prime products. But you don't need to fear about this because if you're using AutoDS, then you can simply go to your settings. And then once you're under settings, look for your supplier under Amazon. So you choose your Amazon settings and then you can click on orders. From here, you can see that you have the option for tracking conversions, meaning AutoDS will convert your tracking numbers to something that TikTok Shop can use. So there's 2 different options for this, or at least 2 main options for this that I would go with. The first one is going to be to convert Amazon shipping carriers to QTrack. So it'll be converted using the QTrack service. So that way TikTok Shop can actually track these products. The other one is going to be the generate UPS, FedEx, or DHL tracking number. Now, in this case, a tracking number will be generated that could potentially mimic the movement of the product that you're shipping. So this one's a little bit different. My suggestion is going to be to play around with these 2, see which one works best for you. I typically go with the first option, convert Amazon shipping carrier only to QTrack. And then from there, you can simply just click on save, and any orders that you get from Amazon, the tracking number will be automatically converted. All right, so the next supplier that we're going to be talking about is going to be AliExpress. Now, I know you might be thinking right now, but AliExpress is not necessarily the best. I've heard a lot of bad things about them. They take a month to ship their products. They take 3 months for your customers to receive them. Well, not anymore. People that say this are still stuck in 2020. AliExpress has come a long way ever since then. Their shipping speeds have improved vastly. And to make things a lot easier for you, you don't even have to look for products that come from China. All you have to do is once you log into your AliExpress account or jump to the AliExpress website, just go to this option right here, ship from US. And that's all you need. Now you're going to have all of these different products that actually ship from US warehouses. Let's go ahead and click into one of them really fast. So this one right here, this is a pet bed and it's shipping from the US, shipping from United States. Over here, you can see the delivery speed. It is about 2 days to about a week after the order is placed. So it's actually pretty quick. And then to confirm, just go ahead and click on this. And then here you can see it's actually delivered via YMUS. Now, I'm not sure what YM is, so we're going to skip out on this one because we want to stick to our more traditional shipping companies like USPS, UPS, and FedEx. So let's look for another one. Okay, so I came across this one right here, which is a scalp head massager, and it has the same shipping speeds. Now let's go ahead and click on the shipping options, and there we go. This is perfect. So by default, it's got the, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that right now, so let's just skip out on that one. But that's not what we're going to go with. We actually have the option to choose UPS, and best of all, it's also free shipping. Not only that, but we also have USPS as well. So we have a few different options to choose from. So something like this, it's perfect. This is exactly what we need because when the product ships out, we're either going to get our UPS tracking number or our USPS tracking number. Just make sure that you choose the right option. All right, next up we have Printify. Now Printify is going to give us options for print on demand, not drop shipping. So the different types of products that we offer on here are going to, for the most part, be customizable products or products that we design ourselves. On Printify, you're going to have quite a few different options. You're going to have things like different types of ornaments, blankets, t-shirts, pants, different types of garments. And you're going to have access to things like candles, blankets, and also mugs and a few other types of products. A few pretty unique products that some other suppliers don't offer. Now, Printify typically integrates with different types of platforms pretty easily. So you are able to integrate Printify to your TikTok shop, but there is one thing about Printify that I personally don't like, which is the reason why I don't use them. And that's the fact that they use different or multiple printing suppliers. So let's say you design a shirt from them. There's going to be different manufacturers that can make this product. Now, this typically isn't going to be much of an issue, but what it can do is cause different types of quality control issues. The reason for this is because one printing supplier, they might have a different standard of quality than another one. So your quality can potentially vary from order to order, even if it's the same product. And this in itself just creates inconsistencies in our business. And it's something that I prefer to just, overall not deal with. And that's why for the most part, I stick to AutoDS as my supplier for both dropshipping and print on demand. But it's worth a shot to test out these different ones to see which one works out for you, which one you like the best. All right, last but certainly not least, we have Walmart. Now, I absolutely love Walmart for the simple fact that they have the price match policy. So with their price match policy, if a product goes on sale, let's say a week after you sourced it or, purchased it and sent it out to your customer, then you have access to a refund of the difference. So Walmart will honor a sale price if the product goes on sale within the allotted time period, which is typically their return period, which is about 30 days. So if you make a purchase today for a dog collar that you send out to your customer and 1 or 2 weeks from now it goes on sale, you can reach out to Walmart and they will refund you that difference. So that alone is enough incentive for me to be able to source some products from them. Their price match policy is awesome and it really helps you make a couple of extra bucks even when you least expect it. Now, not just that, but Walmart overall has changed a lot in the last few years. Walmart doesn't just offer their own products now. There's a lot of different sellers that are selling on the Walmart platform, me being one of them. Now, let's just quickly search for something. Let's say a dog bed. Now, they're going to give you a lot of options for what they sell in store and what they sell from their online store. But if we scroll through a few of the different ones that they have, we're going to start to see that some of the different products on here are going to be offered from different suppliers or from third-party suppliers. Now, after a little bit of scrolling, I actually found this one right here, and it doesn't say save with Walmart Plus, which to me tells me that this is a third-party seller. So I clicked into it, and sure enough, you can see that it is. This one is sold and shipped by UAS. By this seller. So this shows you that there's a lot of people selling their products on here. Now, the other option that you have is simply go to retailer down here and switch over to pro sellers or marketplace sellers. Let's do the marketplace sellers. And now you can see all of the different products that people are selling on here that aren't selling through Walmart. So Walmart isn't going to be the ones that are actually selling this. It's going to be third-party sellers. So if we click into this one, you can see that this one is sold by BX Products. This one is fulfilled by Walmart. They kind of have their own fulfilled by Amazon system, except it's through Walmart. So it kind of works the same way. Sellers have the option to ship their products to Walmart or to ship them directly to the customers. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is so that way you can see that you have so many more options on Walmart than you used to. A lot of the different sellers that are on AliExpress are actually shipping their products now through Walmart as well. The sellers that are directly selling on AliExpress are also selling on Walmart. So you're going to find some of the best prices, some of the fastest shipping, and best of all, US shipping. So that way you can source these products or you can use Walmart as your supplier for your TikTok shop store. And those are the top 5 suppliers that you should be using for your TikTok shop dropshipping store. What did you think of today's video? Let me know down in the comments below. Remember, also drop a comment with the hashtag TikTok Shop so that way you can gain access to the cheat sheet with that category list that I talked about and these different suppliers along with the links to them. Huge thank you to everyone for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. As always, if you found this video informational, if you found it enjoyable, if you took something away from it, please make sure you smash that like button. It truly helps out the channel and it helps me out. Also smash that subscribe button, ring that little bell notification. And with that, my name is Mario with AutoDS, and I'll catch you all next time.